Well, hello there, Capricorn. How are you? It is so good to see you again. I'm Mary Sue, and I'm so grateful that you're here. So today we are doing your May 2024 Career and Money Tarot reading. So let's jump into it and see what's on the horizon for you. So you have great adventure. Take a risk, venture forward. Now you've had this energy for the last couple of readings, this energy where it's time to go to the next level, whatever that may mean. Allowing yourself to put your name in for a promotion or to find a new job, right? Or to take a little bit of a more risk, perhaps, in some area of your career or money sector, okay? And then you have Giraffe Spirit. See the big picture. Because part of it is that maybe you have been dealing with micromanaging almost, I'll say that, but it's kind of like putting under a magnifying glass one little aspect of your career or money sector, right? So you could have been like really honing in on one aspect that you didn't like about your career or were concerned about in your money sector. But the thing is that there's more to the picture than what you're kind of like looking at. This would be a little bit of the energy where, maybe you're looking to retire, so you check your portfolio or your bank records or something, almost like on a daily basis, right? Or you're just concentrating on, like how much longer you have to work. It's kind of like you're not allowing yourself to expand your energy and to enjoy what is right in front of you because there's something, a bigger picture. Okay. So it's kind of like if you were, I don't know, they're showing me like if you were in this beautiful, solarium, where beautiful plants are growing and stuff like that. And you were like fine-tuned looking in at one flower or one plant. But your time, say you only had like 15 minutes in this beautiful room and look at this beautiful flower, and you just looked at that flower the whole time. You would miss the whole ambiance of the room. You may miss the butterflies that are fluttering around the room. You would miss the tall, beautiful trees in the room. You would miss other things that are in the room. So it's kind of like you're hyper focusing on something. Okay, whether it's good or bad, but you're hyper focusing on something. There's something bigger here that you are meant to take a look at. So let's go ahead and try to figure out what that is. So your present energy, you have the end of a tough cycle. Okay, beautiful. Your higher self, but then you have the Five of Swords. So the Five of Swords is that energy of just kind of like looking. You see how she has that person, this shadowy figure in the back, kind of like looking at the past, or perhaps, maybe your finances aren't where they were, and maybe there's another person involved that held you back, right? A relative or a family member or a spouse or somebody, right, that was draining you of either your time or your money. And so it's kind of like you may be overly concentrating on who has held you back from being able to get in this boat and see more of the world, right? And it could either be somebody that's in your life now, or it could be somebody from your past. It could even be your parents. Your parents encourage you not to go in the direction of the career that you really wanted, right? So you're still kind of like harboring. This is Five of Swords energy is very hard. It's in our mental state, right? It's kind of like the swords represent our mind. And it's kind of like this energy of you're kind of looking at something from a detriment position, a negative position, instead of saying, okay, that was bad. Right? And it was. This could have been a tower moment, right? Yep, that was bad. And you have this mindset, but it's kind of like, but it doesn't matter because I have to allow this energy to go. I have to allow myself to move forward and not be worried about what this person may say or think or why I am holding myself back anymore. It's kind of like drawing a line in the sand. That is the energy. I'm drawing a line in the sand. I'm no longer giving my time, my energy, my resources to this person or situation that I have had to encounter. Instead, and they could still be in your life. I think for some of you, you've allowed this person to kind of like be in the shadows, right, in the past. But it's kind of like, yeah, if I want to experience all the beautiful places, all the wonderful things that I want to experience, whether it's in my career or my personal life, it doesn't matter. What experiences do you want to have, Capricorn? And then allowing yourself to get rid of this and move forward in a beautiful way. Yes, because your obstacle right now is that you don't believe it's possible. Look, great achievement. It is possible, but you have believe it's possible, and it's your obstacle. You're keeping yourself safe. In fact, I think for some of you, you're allowing yourself to stay stuck where you are now. Okay, because you've almost convinced yourself that the excuses, the reason you have to stay in the cage, you can't get into the boat and experience all of this beautifulness, is because it's almost easier to have this excuse. This person drained me financially. This person, this boss doesn't like me. This career path I chose doesn't pay well, right? It's almost the stock market has dropped. It hasn't, but we'll go there, right? We'll say it has, right? You know, the economy is tanked. Whatever it is that you want to say, okay? Whatever excuse that you're using to not go into this next chapter, okay? It's time to get real with yourself and say, you know what? As long as I believe this excuse, there's no way I can get in the boat. So if I really want to get in the boat and I really want to have these experiences in my life, the first thing I have to do is believe that it's possible. Because as long as you don't believe it's possible, there's no way it can become possible. So it's understanding you don't have to know how it's going to be possible. You don't have to know all of that. The universe is going to help you. But the first thing you have to do is believe that it's possible. Once you truly believe, then it is able to happen. You know, that old movie, I'm dating myself. I think it was Leanne Warren who played Cinderella, okay? And it was on TV once a year, and it was like a big event, you know, when I was a little girl, right? It's kind of like she's going to the ball, right? The fairy godmother has come in and put a beautiful gown on her and turned the pumpkin into a coach, and she's off to the ball and she's singing, right? It's possible. When we think it's possible, that's when the magic occurs. The magic can't occur in our life as long as we sit there and say it's not possible. Wow, really powerful message coming through here, Capricorn. So what is your advice here? Yeah, you're kind of, there's a little bit about always thinking that the grass is greener on the other side. I don't normally get that energy with this card, but it's kind of like you could be looking at other people or other people's career or money or whatever, and kind of like almost like, well, yeah, look at what they have, or look at what they have, but I don't have that, right? I'm still stuck here. I'm stuck on land, right? She's in the harbor and she's kind of like on top of the buildings. I'm stuck here. But the truth of the matter is that there's a boat in the harbor that has your name on it that's ready to take off. But if you're not allowing yourself to walk down to the harbor and get in the boat and think that it's possible for the boat to take you where it is that you want to go, then there's no way that it can happen for you. And so the way to get into that is to be grateful for what you already have. So if you have not started a gratitude journal, I would really recommend it, because every day, at the end of the day, I keep my gratitude journal on my nightstand, and I write down 3 things that I'm grateful for that day and the reason why I'm grateful, okay? Because it really helps you to get into your heart space. You'd be surprised when you allow yourself to be grateful for what you already have, okay? Instead of being concerned about what you don't have. When you allow yourself to get into this beautiful energy of really being grateful for what you already have, then guess what? More greatness comes into your life. Whatever we think about is what we manifest. And if we're concerned about what we don't have, we get more of not having it, right? If we're grateful for what we have, we get more things to be grateful for. And I love that, because it says it's a time to give rather than take, right? And it's the new moon in Virgo. So it's the energy of allowing yourself to be grateful for what you have, to sharing what you may already have, not to people that want to take it from you, right? But to people that will appreciate it, whether that's your time, your money, your resources, your love, your sense of humor, your creative abilities. It's time to allow yourself to share that, to give that out to the world, and know that in return, you will have the financial abundance coming your way. It's the law of attraction, right? What we give out is what comes back to us. If we give out love and gratitude, and we share our creative abilities and talents with other people in a very loving way, then we will get it back tenfold. But if we're stingy with what we have, right? Or we're concerned, hoarding it, holding on to the money, or being concerned we don't have enough of it, that's all we'll get back. So it's kind of like allowing yourself to know you're in a very much of a manifestation period. So be very positive with all your thoughts. Watch what you say, because what you say is what your reality will be. And of course, you have to still believe. All right, let's pull a couple of life purpose cards for you. Capricorn, your life purpose is not necessarily your career, but it can be the energy you bring to your career. But let's see what we have here. Yeah, you have freedom. And the freedom card says you're free to do what you choose. I think you feel like you're not. You feel like, no, I'm confined. This is my life. This is my lot in life. But here's the thing. You have this whole other big world to go and explore, and it's time to allow yourself to do that. For some of you, you may want to go back to school or take an online course or get another certification. If you've been thinking about that, you have the study card. Okay, so that's coming into play. If it has to do with your money, you may want to take some courses about investing your money, right? Or learning more about investing or portfolios, that type of thing. And then you also have music. Your connection to music is healing for yourself and others. So sometimes when we're in this energy, playing uplifting, high vibrational music, turn on some songs that really get you dancing, right? And get into that energy. It'll help to raise your vibration, and it'll help you to get more into this energy of being grateful and looking forward to where you're going and knowing that it's possible. Okay, and I'm going to pull a couple of business cards, whether you have your own business or this could come into your career or finances. You have step up. Yeah, this is the energy of step up. Don't sit back on your laurels. If you want a promotion, it's time to allow yourself to put your name in the hat, right? If you want to start your own business, what's the next step in that? Don't keep thinking about it. Step up is about taking action, taking the next step that will let the universe know you're serious about going forward, about seeing the big picture and jumping in that boat and being enthusiastic. And then you have balance. Manifest amazing business results by staying in balance. Yeah, not allowing yourself. Some of you may go between these two energies, right? So you sometimes, depending on who you're around, your energy may come down, and then other times you're high, trying to eliminate people or situations or even substances, right, that can drain us of our energy. Understanding, okay, I'm going to limit this as much as I possibly can. It's hard to completely get it out of our life. But when you feel this type of energy, turning it around as fast as you possibly can. Turn on some music, start dancing, start having a mantra, right? I believe in me, whatever it is. It's kind of like, no, I'm stopping that as fast as you possibly can. Turn it back around and make it a positive statement. And then you have build your email list and nurture your audience by staying in touch. So that would probably be for those of you that are in a career where you're still like dealing with clients, or you're trying to build an audience of some sort. That may work for you, but it also can have to do with networking, right? And keeping in touch with people in the same industry that you're in, or an industry you'd like to move into. Knowing that if you keep yourself in their mind, right, if there's a new opportunity that comes available, they'll already have you on their mind. So kind of interesting energy. All right, let's pull the soul truth card for you. In Capricorn, I do personal readings. So if you're interested, the link is in the description box below. I'd really be honored to do a reading for you. All right, how can I be more kind to myself and offer more grace in this very moment? Yeah, this is very much, right? The way that you're feeling. If you believe in yourself and you believe that your dreams are possible, they are. And if you believe they're not, they're not. It's kind of like all up to you. Understanding that you have to first have that kindness to yourself, right? When you're telling yourself that you don't think your dreams are possible, you're really telling yourself, oh yeah, Capricorn, you can't do it, right? That's not being very kind to yourself. You know that if you work hard enough and you are such a hard worker and you believe in yourself and you take those steps, right, to eliminate people or situations or thoughts that are dragging you down and keep allowing yourself to move forward, you know you're going to be successful. So it's not having to know how it's going to happen. It's just believing that you know it can happen. All right, Capricorn, I'm going to leave it there. I wish you so much love and light. Thank you so much for all of your support by liking, commenting, and subscribing. And I hope to see you again really soon. Bye for now.